SentinelOne could be the next big cybersecurity stock. Hi everyone, I'm Cheng, and today we are talking about SentinelOne. Okay, so what does SentinelOne do? SentinelOne is basically a cybersecurity company, and they are a very close competitor to CrowdStrike. So basically, I was invested in CrowdStrike before, now I'm invested in SentinelOne, but why is that? So why do I like SentinelOne? SentinelOne, they are actually one of the pioneers for extended detection and response in terms of cybersecurity. Right? Previously, legacy providers like the antiviruses, they only protect the perimeters, which didn't protect everything of the systems. So once viruses or attackers, they have hacked into your system, there's no way for them to protect your systems anymore. Right? So basically, for SentinelOne, they pioneered one of the world's first purpose-built, AI-powered, autonomous cybersecurity platform. So basically, what do? They deliver cybersecurity in real time. So basically, any attacks in real time, they can detect it immediately, and autonomously with their AI, they can be able to quarantine the attackers, the virus or any malwares, anything that they can find, and then to resolve it autonomously without the end user, without the user manually removing it or doing anything about it. So that's the beauty of their platform solution. But eventually, CrowdStrike, they also go into extended detection and response, so they are a very close competitor to SentinelOne. Okay, now what about their key results? So basically, SentinelOne delivered very, very good results. In fact, their annual recurring revenue grew 120%. It accelerated. It grew 123%. Alright, so their annual recurring revenue is still small as compared to CrowdStrike. They are 292 million as compared to CrowdStrike, which has about 1.7 billion in annual recurring revenue. Alright, so their revenue also accelerated and it increased 120% year on year. Gross and operating margins only improved slightly, but that's fine. They are still spending a lot of money for growth. Okay, and they have acquired a lot more customers. So SentinelOne, they grew their total customers by 70%, right, to 6,700 plus customers. And those customers who spent more than $100,000 with them every year in annual recurring revenue grew by 137%. That's very incredible numbers, right? And in fact, their net retention rate is maintained at 129%. So what does it mean is, taking into account of last year's customers, how much they spent money, and the amount of customers that left, all right? So in total, customers last year as compared to this year spent 29% more with them, all right? So this shows that their platform is doing well, their subscription model is doing well, all right? And of course, I talked about CrowdStrike, their closest competitor, right? They grew their annual recurring revenue by 1.7 billion. Alright, and it is because CrowdStrike is already very big. They are like almost 5 times bigger than SentinelOne. And SentinelOne, what I like about SentinelOne is because they are still small. There's still a lot more room for them to grow. If you're talking about a recent, the war, right? We don't only fight a physical war. We also fight an online war. So Russian hackers, you talk about autonomous hackers and all that. Nation state hackers, they are all very real. So they are also fighting the war. So in terms of the cybersecurity space, it will still grow by a lot. So the TAM is still very big. And I believe both of them will be able to coexist, SentinelOne and CrowdStrike. Basically, this industry is quite fragmented. There will not be a clear leader. There will be many players who will be able to grow together very well together. All right. But the issue about CrowdStrike is they are already very big. Alright, and they are growing their revenues in terms of 1.7 billion in revenues. They are growing at 65% year on year. So because of the law of big numbers, most likely their growth will slow down. And SentinelOne has a better chance of getting more market share and growing also because their platform in autonomous, because in their recent report of the Meter attack, they actually did better than CrowdStrike. Alright. And the thing about SentinelOne is CrowdStrike did complain that their platform is not end-to-end. It's not complete. It's not a complete zero trust. So basically, in this quarter, SentinelOne announced that they acquired Artivo Networks to complete their end-to-end security platform for identity protection. So mainly for zero trust and end-to-end platform, all right, usually 80% of attacks are identity attacks. So basically they hack into the accounts of your admin personnel. So with the administrator accounts, you are able to enter all the systems. Alright, so that is why it's important to secure identity protection. Alright, so you can't call yourself a zero trust cybersecurity solution without any identity protection. Basically, that's it. Basically, that's what CrowdStrike is telling SentinelOne. So that was the answer to CrowdStrike. Alright, so SentinelOne acquired Artivo Networks. So in terms of valuation, a price to sale multiple comparison, currently CrowdStrike is at 52 billion market capitalization. That brings their price to sale to about 30.6 times. Alright, for SentinelOne, they are smaller. Alright, they are about 10.9 billion in terms of market capitalization. So CrowdStrike is about 5 times bigger than SentinelOne. Alright, and that brings SentinelOne's price to sale to be about 37.3 times. But if you compare both their growth rates, alright, SentinelOne seems to be a better buy at price to sale of 37 times versus CrowdStrike's price to sale of 30 times. And SentinelOne is a lot smaller, so I think the potential for SentinelOne is bigger and better. In conclusion, I like both companies, so both companies are doing very well. So for more conservative investors, in fact, a price to sale of 30.6 times may be slightly expensive. But as you can see, CrowdStrike is more profitable. CrowdStrike has a positive free cash flow, is really a monster cash generating machine now because of their size and because of their annual recurring revenue, their large customer base, and because they are the leader in endpoint cybersecurity. Right, so SentinelOne is catching up. I also like SentinelOne. I think they are small, they can be nimble, they can grow faster also. And in terms of returns, I think SentinelOne may be able to provide slightly better returns, but both are still very good stocks. So for me personally, I still prefer SentinelOne because they are smaller. But for conservative investors, CrowdStrike is a better choice because they are already profitable. Okay, as much as what I said, please do your own due diligence on the stocks that I've mentioned. Okay, thank you everyone. If you like what I have shared, please like and subscribe to our channel. Bye.